Hey guys, welcome back. Southern Boys Vapes. Gary here. We're gonna jump right into this, going over this new intro to the Sub Ohm tank Phenom, popping out one or two every damn week. As soon as you buy one, think you got a good one, or think you got the latest and greatest, hey, another one pops out. Anyway, this is the Sigelei Elite. Good looking tank. It's fit on just about everything I put it on. Works good, looks good. Very simple to use. No leaking. Good airflow. Good vapor production. You may look at it and say, "Oh, that's not very thick vapor production." But let me show you one thing. See the vapor production I just put out on that thing? I did that at 24 watts. That's one of the things I like about this. One of the things I liked about the Delta 2 tank. You can get a very good flavor, very good vapor production on low wattage. Juice will last you a pretty long time. Batteries will last you forever. Because I'll put juice in it, and heck, it'll last me most of the day, and I vape pretty good all day at work. But simply said, it's a pretty good tank. Is it the best? No, it's not the best. But for some reason, for the past week and a half, this has been my main tank all day long. This will be the one I start out with. The juice starts getting low, I'll grab another one, throw another one on there. This right here, 24, 25, 26 watts. I get a good friggin' vape. The coils on it, before we take a up close look, I think you may be able to see what it says on there. It says 0.5, 15 to 30 watts. That is actually pretty damn accurate. At 30 watts, it starts getting a little, I ain't gonna say gwonky, but the flavor starts kind of lacking a little bit. It tastes a little bit of cotton. I'm not gonna do it right now because it tastes like ass. But before you actually got a real solid dry hit on it, about 45 watts. If you can stay around the 35 or between 25 and 35 watts, you're all right. You're all right. At least I have been with my experience. And it all depends on the juice you're using. I'm using an 80/20 juice, and just to show you another bit of Uncle Al's elixirs. Shout out Mikey. This shit's the bomb. First impressions of it, you get it out of the box. It's a damn good looking tank. Here, let me take it off here. We're going to look at it a little close. We're going to get a real closer look at it here in a minute. Pretty good looking. You can see it's got two different air hole settings. It's got one or two holes. I like mine on the one hole. I like flavor. I'm all about the flavor. I quit smoking so shit don't taste like smoke. I started doing this because it tastes better, so I want flavor. And this has got really good friggin' flavor, especially for something especially something at 25 watts. And another great thing about this sub tank, you can go to eSig Avenue, esigavenue.com. They got them at $19.99. I'll put a link down below. They got them on sale, at least at this time. As of today, they still have some in stock. They're $19.99. You can use a code. I'll also put that in the description below. A code of ESIG2015. Get an additional 10% off and get this thing for $17.99. $17.99 and free shipping. Free ship. Can't beat it. There's not another Sub Ohm tank that does anything close to this one for that price point. Like one of the main reasons I like that Smoke M80 Plus. Is it the best mod out on the market? No, but for $40, you can't beat the damn thing. For this, under $20, $17.99, you cannot beat it by anything else on the market. Does it perform as well as the other stuff? No, so don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Don't say, "Oh, Gary, you're a retard. There ain't no way it's as good as them other ones." It's fantastic for $17.99, folks. If it ain't, you can shoot me, call me Edna. Anyway, we're going to back out of here for a second, take a good up close look, and we'll come back and do some more vaping on it, more talking on it. Keep this short, keep it sweet. Oh yeah, and that is another one, unopened. Still got the seal on it. I'm considering, depends on how many views and likes I get on this video, maybe giving that one away. We'll see. But anyway, it comes sitting in there. Nice little doodad. Here's it up close. It don't say Sigelei on top. It says Elite Tank. You see the little hexagonal airflow control down here on the bottom? Pretty sporty. It's easy to grab. It slides around. You can have one air hole, two air holes. Of course, I say one air hole and two air holes, but it's the same on both sides. Same on both sides. My preferred setting is the one open. It's got plenty, like during the up top when we were talking about it, I was doing it with that, and you saw the vapor production it had on that. Vapor is fantastic. You see a shot of the coil in there. 0.5, 15 to 30 watts, OCC, and you see it's only got two juice flow holes. And you might say to yourself, hey man, that looks like a hexagonal shaped Kangaroo coil. And it is indeed the exact same size as a Kangaroo coil. And you'll say, hey sweet, maybe my Kangaroo coils will fit in there. No, they will screw into the base just fine. They will screw into the base just fine. But see that inner tube? The inner tube on this is a larger diameter than what it is on the Kangaroo. So the Kangaroo coils will not screw into that. That's one of the reasons this has more airflow than the Kangaroo does. Let's set that right over here. Let's pull this base or pull this apart and show you what comes inside of this thing. One of the cool things about it, check this out folks. You like changing the colors of the insulators in there? You got a bottom one and a top one. It comes with a blue, a pretty blue, and a pretty fluorescent green. It also, I don't know if you can see it down in there, and one in there. Those little O-rings, replaceable O-rings that go around this tube in here. The tube that screws into the top of the coil. I'll take this apart and take a look at it and try not to make a damn mess. But it goes there to seal on top of the coil to keep it from leaking. And keep it from leaking it does. Comes with a spare Pyrex glass. Here, I'll go ahead and take it out of here. But the glass, see, it's a nice smooth edge, man. Nice thick glass. Round beveled edges, man. I like it. And here comes one of my favorite things of it. What I've got in here, of course, what I showed you before, is indeed that 0.5 coil. It also comes with an OCC 1.2 ohm coil. And you might say to yourself, hey Gary, why do you think that's so cool? Well, the price point, we'll talk about that here in a minute too. The price point is phenomenal. So what this tank can do with this, because it has this particular coil, beginner vapors can try a good flavor and vapor producing sub ohm tank. On they can use it on just a regular old battery. Regular old battery, it'll work, or you throw it on a mechanical mod, it'll work just fine. The coils in them, yes, they are horizontal coils. I imagine Sigelei will change that in the future based on what their nickel coil looks like when we'll show you that here in a second. The nickel coil, wow, see the difference already? Look at there. Lots of juice flow holes. Sigelei, what I do like, they have changed this a little bit. The original ones that came out for this did not say NI200. It didn't say NI200. It didn't say 0.2 coils. Like if you were to go buy a pack of these from your local shop, if they have any, chances are the only writing that's going to be on it is that right there, Sigelei. It's not going to say nothing else. We're selling these as 0.2 Kanthal coils. They are not, no matter what a shop owner says or a shop salesperson says, they are not Kanthal coils. They are nickel coils. 0.2. They are nickel or Ni200 metal at a 0.2. Actually, I think my own reader, this particular one, was reading like a 0.17. But anyway, this is what comes in it, and one of the things I didn't like about it, when you take this thing out of the box, this nickel coil is preloaded in it. So if you don't know that this is in there, you fill this thing up, throw it on your tank, and throw it on your device. Hey, you start vaping, and without knowing it, you can hurt yourself. And I may talk about that here a little bit more here in a minute as well. But here, let's pull this thing apart. I'm trying not to make a mess here. Okay, I got it apart. Sorry about the mess. This is the base. Got a little juice in it. Notice on the bottom here, Elite Tank. Designed and manufactured by Sigelei. Sweet, simple. This is the coil I took out of it. I've been rocking this coil for about a month. It's kind of dark in there. That's because one of the juices I was using in it, which is another juice I like, it actually comes from a local shop out here. It's a lemon meringue. I like it, but it really clogs up your coils. Inside there, you can see that O-ring around that center post, or the shaft, airflow shaft. That's the O-ring that you get a replacement for. And you can see that we got plenty of room to fill that thing up. No problems at all. Squeeze it in there, you're done. Here, let's throw this thing back together. Everything seals up nice and tight. And that's the only other thing I got to say kind of negative about it. You've got to put some torque on this thing to undo it. These O-rings are really, really tight in here. Really, really tight. You got to torque it to open it. But all in all, man, she's a good tank. That's our up close look. We'll go back up top, do some more vaping, do some more talking. We'll get the heck out of here. All right, now we took this up close look at this thing. You see what I'm talking about. But there's one other thing. I barely kind of mentioned it in the up close look. There's one thing I want to bring to the forefront about this tank. I guess we can go ahead and dive into the negatives. The first and most big negative I have, when you get this thing in the box and you open it up, already inside of this thing is the 0.2 nickel coil. I don't think it should have the 0.2 nickel coil inside of it, because there's more people still using Canthal than there are using temperature control devices. It needs to be preloaded. If it's going to be preloaded with one of the coils, it needs to be preloaded with the Canthal coil, not the nickel coil. Because I was browsing through YouTube, seeing if there's any videos on this thing out yet, because I know it's a fairly new tank. I have been rocking this thing for about 3.5 weeks, maybe about actually closer to a month, or yeah, actually a couple days over a month. But anyway, I've been rocking it for a while, so I want to see if there's any videos up. And there was, and I saw two of them already. Guys bragging about, oh, I'm rocking this 0.2 coil and I'm hitting it at 100 watts. And of course, I chimed in on and say, dude, stop! What the hell you're doing? That 0.2 coil is a nickel coil. Can you run a nickel coil on a regulated device that's not temperature controlled? Yes, you can. But the thing about it, if you do happen to take too long of a draw faster than it can wick and keep that coil wet, it will melt the shit out of that thing. And it may damage the device or the tank. It may damage your mod. It may burn your damn hand. So I say, do not friggin' do it. Don't. But as for that nickel coil, it's a damn good coil. You put it on temperature control mod. I wish I had my wife's M80 here so I could throw it on there. The only thing I got with me now is I got a couple other mech mods. I got a couple other regulated devices. Of course, this is one I rock every day for over a damn year. This thing's been rock solid. I love the Sigelei 150. That's one of the main reasons I bought this damn tank. Because Sigelei has been, in my opinion, among the top echelon regulated mods. So when they made this sub tank, I said, I got to try one. I got to try one. But my other feeling on this tank, I think this was probably Sigelei's beta version of their sub tank. I'm suspecting within the next month or two, or even shorter than that, they're going to have another one. Or they're going to upgrade how the coils are. Like for the Canthal one, since there's only 2 holes on it, maybe they're going to add a couple more coils or a couple more juice flow holes like it's in the nickel coil, and a vertical coil in it versus this horizontal coil in this thing. Mark my words, I guarantee it's going to happen. But all in all, I ain't got too much to say about it. I do, like I said, I do wish it wasn't preloaded with that nickel coil, and I wish the nickel coil that came with it if they did something like what Kanger did, put that blue O-ring on it, so it stands out. So when you grab it, say, oh shit, that's not a Kanthal coil, that's a nickel coil. So it does separate a little more. But other than that, man, I don't really have any negatives, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Good flavor, good vapor production. It's not a damn juice whore. It fits on everything. And like you saw in the close-up view, but I'll show it to you again, the positive pin, it protrudes out quite a damn bit. I have ran this thing on my simple mod. Not an issue at all. I actually have to back out my firing button a little bit because this thing extrudes out so much. My firing button almost sticks out past the bottom of the mod. So far as I can say, is this safe on a mechanical mod? Most assuredly. Is it safe on a hybrid mod? Pretty certain it's fine. At least I've tried it on a hybrid mod myself. But I'd like to apologize. It's been 3 or 4 weeks since I put a video up. Kids are out of school. Wife works third shift, so I gotta wait for the kids to go to bed before I make a video. Kids are in bed now, except for my daughter. She's like sitting right next to me. Hey, come here and say hey, Shay Bug.
Hey.
There's Shay Bug. Pretty as her daddy, mean as a mama. That's what I like to say. Anyway, keep on vaping. This is Gary, Southern Boys Vapes, and always remember, rednecks vape too.